Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top-5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Miami Hurricanes taking on the third-ranked team, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Hurricanes will kick this deep to start us off. Here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it here. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
On this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
The Sooners will line up to boot it away.
On to kick it away.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Keeping it on the ground here. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First down and 10. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. Powering through. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Miami 7, Oklahoma 0.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
15. Set to kick off.
They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the Sooners come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise and doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that 1st down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And that's incomplete even on a 1st down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Jukes to get free. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Sooners will send their punt team onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. The Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught for the completion. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 45. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 7, Oklahoma 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Give it to the back again. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back in motion now. And here's the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Hurricanes have 1st and 10 here. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. He shreds the tackle.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the back now goes in motion. Runs through the defender. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the Canes are in the red zone. Press coverage now from the secondary. They'll try the option play here. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the wideout goes in motion. We'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the ball is picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Past the 50. Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Well, game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner is brought down. Offense retakes the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Canes come to the line in the hurry up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. This crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. At the 30 now. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
The Sooners are going to take advantage of this red zone trap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch, and the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but, man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Handoff to the back. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. And the Sooners come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They finally corral him at the 1. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Here's the point after attempt.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team ends him in and brings him down. And the Miami offense is back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
It moves to second down.
Second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. This time it's complete. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running with purpose. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Going to try to use his legs here. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. Looks like one more play here before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And here comes a deep shot. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? Tackled after the interception. That will be the final play this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Oklahoma 14, Miami 7.
The Sooners will kick this away to get the second half going. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Here comes a first down pass attempt. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Ncaa sets up a second down and long. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Catch made across the middle by the running back. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job of the D.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Last time they punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. And now the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And they'll get him down that time. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Airing this one out toward the sideline. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete. They tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They're going to run it here. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And it's good. And they add to their lead.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Gets the first and still running. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. The Canes looking to run some tempo here. Breaking tackles. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And he's got it down there inside the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Hurricanes line up on 1st and 10 now.
Man, after all these interceptions today, this guy stands in there and makes this throw downfield. I love to see what he's made out of. His kind of wiring can give this team a chance to win this game.
And he'll lost it to the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Force out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be 1st down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown for the U. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Now the important point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. left side of the goal line. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. That is settled for 3 last time. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Handoff heading left. In the clear at the 25. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner decides to signal for their catch. Should be the last play of the quarter. First down, looking to throw the ball. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, the defense has him behind the line. A tackle for loss, and that'll do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 31, Miami 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. The sure hands, it's Butler. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw to the left. It's caught downfield. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
We'll see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, 3rd down, and get able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. He makes the grab. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The Hurricanes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's across the 25. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And the PAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21. Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 15, set to kick this one away.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Butler. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Oh, a reverse. So hard running there through a tackle. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Catch made on the out route. Oh, look out, the football is free. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical. Late in the game, working with the lead, you get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure victory.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Second down after that previous play. Here comes a handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Play action here on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. They've got it behind the line. The option fools no one. And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. And I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.